side are you on? This is the Daily Dozen, presented by Champions Round.
What is going on? Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dozen. My name is Jason Gold, as always, joined by Steph Smallls. We're going to be breaking down the 12 props for Daily Dozen for NBA Finals Game 5, which takes place at 6 p.m. Pacific time tonight. Steph, how are we doing on this Monday?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
She can't hear me. That's very sad that Steph can't hear me at this point.
No. I was like,
no
why
good?
can't I hear you? Monday morning. I don't know what's happening. I couldn't hear you.
Monday mornings. Welcome to it. All right, 12 props for the Daily Dozen for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Are you ready to jump into it?
Yes, let's do it.
All righty. Let us put this on the board. All right, first prop of the night, Golden State Warriors, total points scored 107.5. We finally have team props available for Daily Dozen, so you'll see a lot more of these. If you played over the weekend, you saw that we had MLB team props available, which is great. Steph and I know, maybe more excited than anyone else to see some team props pop on the board and not have to do player props every day. Anyways, Golden State Warriors, total points scored 107.5. BetMGM right now, this total is down to 210.5. So I'm going to lean towards the under probably on both of these. I think that we see a low-scoring game in Game 5.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to take the under on both of these, especially 107.5. In June, they're really only averaging 105.5, and against Boston, same exact number there. So I think we see a low-scoring game.
I do as well. So let's get into so Golden State under. Boston, you're going to take the under 104.5?
I'm going to you got it. Last 3 games, 100.3, and then last game, 97. I'm good. Yeah, let's take under here.
All right. I want to just make sure team totals at BetMGM right now. The 104.5 is juiced towards the under, minus 120. Golden State 107.5 is juiced towards the under also. So we're definitely on the right side of both these. Again, I'm going to continue using the market as a guide for what I want to do with these props. Steph Curry, total points 30.5. I have to put this in here every time. I will do it for the rest of the finals just to see if Steph gets to a point where she's going to start fading. I learned my lesson. I'm just going to keep taking overs here. I have to, right?
Yeah. And it's so annoying because the parlay that I posted, it was like, I couldn't have screamed more. Like, I'm not fading, but I saw the 28.5. So I took the under on that number, and that parlay would have hit had I not done that and just listened to myself. So I'm done. Steph Curry can have the over in literally anything, any prop ever for the rest of my life. I will never bet against Steph Curry. Ever, ever, ever.
Oh my God. I'm with you. The guys can score 35 points a game in this series, just the way that it's going. So I can't fade it at this point. Looking at
he's got something to prove. Like he is on a mission to change some opinions. So you've changed mine. Go ahead.
And is definitely going to win MVP if the Warriors are able to pull off this series. Let's see right now. Steph Curry over 30.5 points at BetMGM, minus 125 towards the over. So definitely leaning towards the right side there. Jason Tatum, total made 3-pointers tonight, 3.5. I'm leaning towards the under here, but I'm a little scared because I think that this could be a big breakout Tatum game. For the record, if you go look at Action Network and kind of sniff around what the Sharps are doing tonight, every single Sharp and their mother is on the Celtics at plus 3.5, plus 4 tonight, and with the money line. So if we're going to believe that and believe that the Sharps have a correct angle here, you would assume that Jason Tatum's going to have a really good game. So that would make me think about the over, but I think 3.5 is a little too high for him. So I'm going to take the under.
Yeah, and it seems like that everyone loves this 3.5 number here for all these guys tonight. I'm with you in that logic. I also know that he's gone over this in 2 of the last 3. Again, this 3.5 just seems high. I want to take the under here as well.
The line at BetMGM right now, let's see, Jason Tatum under 3.5 3-pointers made tonight, minus 150. So again, on the right side in theory. Jaylen Brown, total rebounds 6.5 tonight. If they're going to be able to pull this off, you would assume that Jaylen Brown is also going to have a really good game, be very involved. We like the under here, which generally means more rebounds available. I'm going to go for the over here. I don't think this will be like in any sort of parlay action for me, but maybe I'll take the over.
Yeah, I'm with you in that. He's only gone over this in one of his last 5 games. And again, this is another number that just seems a little bit like to be set a little too high, but I am going to take the over.
Right now, BetMGM has this minus 120 towards the under. So we are maybe a little bit on the wrong side here, but I think the Brown can get this done tonight. Klay Thompson total made 3-pointers tonight, 3.5. They're going to need a big game from him at home. I know this is in game 6, Steph, or game 6, Klay, but at home, game 5, feels like a prime spot for him to break out. That being said, I'm still going to take the under here. He just hasn't really looked like himself other than a couple of quarters this playoff, so I'll take the under.
Yeah, and this was one that I was torn on. I am going to take the over here and just follow the trend of what he's done the last 2 games. He's making enough attempts for me to feel comfortable. But again, these numbers, like you'd think it was going to be some kind of crazy high-scoring game. I don't see that happening tonight.
That's why it's gambling, making it hard on us. For the record, BetMGM minus 125 towards the under on this prop. All right, number 7 on the board. Marcus Smart, total points 15.5 tonight. That line seems very high to me. I'm going to take the under. Under's minus 130 at BetMGM right now.
And I'm on the over, actually. He's playing a little bit more. His minutes have been up the past 2 games, gone over this 3 of the last 4. Marcus Smart burns me every single week, every single game. Like, I'm not betting him anymore. I'm just done with it. But for purposes of Daily Dozen, I will take the over. But I'm not touching him with a 9-foot pole tonight in any of my parlays, that's for sure.
Al Horford, total points 9.5 is our 8th prop of the night. What are you thinking on this one, Steph?
I don't know. He had 8 last game, 11 before that. Has only gone over 2 the last 5. My gut wants to take the under here. So I'm going to roll with my gut. I know he's been scoring more than that in the playoffs, but it doesn't feel like a Horford night for me. But again, these 2 guys, not my friends.
Horford has been relatively pedestrian since his game 1 breakout. I think that he has a good game tonight. Again, I'm going to kind of follow the Celtics may win tonight, so Horford's going to have to be more involved. The market would suggest that the under is the play slightly, but I'm going to take the over here. I don't feel super confident in it, but I am going to play the over. Andrew Wiggins, total rebounds 6.5, coming off a game in which he had 16 rebounds, his career high by 5. His career high before that is 11, which was kind of hilarious. And Draymond Green and Steph Curry were making fun of him afterwards for only having 11 rebounds. This is best in his career. Do we think that there's a repeat performance in play tonight in the Bay Area? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to take the over here. I'm going to try not to overcomplicate this. He's gone over the last 2 games, 3 of the last 5. He's averaging 8 against Boston. I'm cool with it. I'm going to take the over and try not to complicate this.
This seems like a good spot to fade based on how many rebounds he had last game, but 6.5 is still pretty low. Juiced to the over at BetMGM minus 145. So I will take the over here and say that Wiggins keeps getting it done on the glass tonight against the Celtics. Draymond Green, total 3-pointers made. All he's got to do is hit one. Small special. I put this in here specifically for me. I think he gets 1 tonight.
Yeah.
I think Draymond Green gets 1 3 tonight, so I'm going to take the over.
I'm with you on that. He hasn't made a 3-pointer since their last game against the Mavericks. He's due. I like it. It's only 1. Let's take it. Everyone's down on him. I'm down. He's making the attempts. They're just not going in.
Yeah, he's really bad at them. But if he's going to keep shooting it, I'm going to keep betting it. So yeah, I'm with you here.
I'm cool with it. This one's going to go in a parlay.
Let's see. Draymond Green just hit 1 3 tonight, plus 175 at BetMGM. So spicy meatball. I'm going to be all over it. Can't wait.
Love a spicy Monday meatball. That's for sure.
So spicy meatball. Robert Williams, total rebounds 7.5 tonight. He's been going over this pretty regularly over the last couple of games. So I think that I'm intrigued about the over, but I want to hear your opinion before I make a declarative statement.
I'm intrigued, but because I'm intrigued, I kind of want to fade it, which again, makes no sense. He's been very involved the last 2 games, totaling of 22 rebounds, gone over this number, only 2 of the last 5, and that was those last 2 games. So this isn't on brand for him exactly. And for that reason, I think I just talked myself into taking the under here.
I think I'm going to roll with the over. It's minus 130 at BetMGM right now. Definitely not one of my favorite ones, but will be on my board as an over tonight. All right, final prop of the Daily Dozen for NBA Finals Game 5. Derek White, total points, 12.5. What do you think? I'm torn on this one.
I'm torn this one as well. He's averaging 9.2 in the playoffs, over 2 of the last 5, 16 points last game, which I think is why this number is set where it is. He played the longest he has in the series last game, so I do like that. I don't know. He also went over this the first game of the series on the road. I'm leaning the over here. I don't love it, though.
I'm going to lean towards the under. I may change my mind, but for now, I'm going to take the under minus 135 at BetMGM. What's keeping me from being like super in on this under is the fact that everybody's on the Celtics to win tonight. All the sharps are. And you would think that in order for that to happen, and I'm already on the market smart under, that they're going to need points from someone else. And I think that there is a really good chance that it comes from Derek White, especially if the corner threes are going down. So I'm really torn. I think this one is one of those. I haven't done this very much, but actually requires some more research here, maybe some genuine thought. So I'll tweet this out as maybe one of our social graphics for later. This will be a Derek White, and I'll actually make a real opinion on this one. But
I'll put this one on. Yeah,
right
I agree.
Now. All right. So a couple of last things before we get to maybe some bets that we have for today. 7-6 U.S. Open is available now. It's closing on Thursday at 6 a.m. If you finish in first place in our 7 stakes, you get a Jack Nicklaus signed hat. Pretty cool. That's a pretty good giveaway. So go ahead and join that. It's free. All you have to do is click like 8 buttons and enter. So go have fun with that. Also, Big Board Showdown is back for the NBA draft. It will be up, I believe, either today or tomorrow. It will be available for you to join a league and create a league on the app. We'll have some sick giveaways for those, per usual. If you enjoyed Big Board Showdown for NFL draft, then you will really enjoy this one. You draft 6 players in the same snake format. Create a roster. I believe it's 2 guards, 2 forwards, and 2 utility players. So it'll be exciting. If you love the NBA draft, this is a perfect product for you. No one else on the market has a Big Board Showdown type of product. So please come play with us. We'd love to have you. And while you're there, stop by and play the Daily Dozen with us every day, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern for our show. And they usually lock sometime in the afternoon between 4 and 5:30. That does it for the show today. Good luck with all of your bets. Steph, let's make some money today.
Let's do it. See you guys.
All right. See ya.